The Roosevelts had become extraordinary political partners.
She kept at him on issues which he might have, in the rush of business, wanted to overlook. She kept him to a high standard. Anybody who ever saw her lock eyes with him and say, "Now, Franklin, you should," never forgot it. And even though he thought her unrealistic sometimes, he never lost his affection or his wish to do what he should do because she wanted him to do it.
Very often he would bait me into giving an opinion by stating as his own a point of view with which he knew I would disagree. I remember one occasion I became extremely vehement and irritated. The next day, to my complete surprise, he calmly stated as his own the arguments that I had given him.
I think they played a game on this thing that she would state her own position, and if it got shot down and Roosevelt was criticized, he would just turn around and say, "Oh, you know my missus." In other words, FDR used Eleanor to test the limits. One instance, I think, where she was testing limits was in the Marian Anderson affair.
In 1939, the African-American singer Marian Anderson was denied permission to perform in Constitution Hall in Washington, D.C. by the Daughters of the American Revolution. Eleanor, whose family had fought in the Revolution, belonged to the DAR. In protest, she resigned her membership.
By then, she had the self-confidence and the strength to stand alone because she knew in the depths of her soul that this was wrong.
Eleanor worked quietly behind the scenes. She helped arrange for Anderson to sing at the Lincoln Memorial.
75,000 massed before Lincoln Memorial to hear Marian Anderson, colored contralto, make her capital debut at the great Emancipator Shrine.
My Country 'Tis of Thee, her first song, she put such great emphasis upon liberty. The DAR's refusal to allow her to sing was a breach of that liberty. Sweet land of liberty. And there were tears in my eyes. I think there were tears in the eyes of almost everybody in that huge crowd.
I'm not too sure that America realized what that concert symbolized, because it struck at the very depths of racism in America. And everybody knew that Mrs. Roosevelt was behind this.
This was something unique, having a first lady in the White House who was a good friend. She was much more of a friend than Franklin. Franklin was a politician, and he weighed the political consequences of every answer and every step that he took. He was a good politician, too. But she spoke out of conscience and acted as a conscientious person. That was different.